Good evening, and welcome to Twilight Dance, where quiet mysteries drift through the night. Tonight's story begins somewhere not often seen, a place that feels distant, quiet, and just slightly beyond understanding. For as long as people have looked toward the night sky, the stars have been seen as fixed, distant, and unchanging, quiet points of light that remain in place while everything else below continues to shift and change. But throughout history, there have been accounts that suggest something slightly different, observations made during long nights spent watching the sky, where certain patterns did not always remain the same. In these accounts, the changes were subtle, not dramatic or sudden, but small enough that they could easily be overlooked. A star that seemed slightly out of position, a pattern that did not quite match what had been seen before, a shift so minor that it only became noticeable after careful observation over time. At first, these moments were often dismissed, believed to be the result of fatigue or the natural difficulty of tracking distant points of light across the sky. But as similar accounts appeared in different places, across different periods of time, the idea began to feel less like coincidence. Some observers described watching the same section of sky night after night, noticing that certain stars appeared to drift slightly, not in the predictable way of known celestial movement, but in ways that felt unaccounted for, as if something was subtly changing beyond what could easily be explained. Some believed that what they were seeing could be explained through known phenomena, the slow movement of planets, atmospheric distortion, or the natural shifting of perspective over time. And in many cases, these explanations were enough to account for what was observed, but there were still moments that felt different, patterns that did not fully align with these explanations, small inconsistencies that remained even after careful consideration. There are accounts of stars appearing where they had not been before, or fading in ways that did not match expected patterns. Not suddenly, but gradually, almost as if the sky itself was being adjusted in ways too subtle to easily detect. Others suggested that the human mind naturally searches for patterns, sometimes creating meaning where none exists. That what is being observed is not change, but perception influenced by time, memory, and expectation. And yet, for those who have spent long hours watching the sky in complete stillness, there remains a quiet sense that something may not be entirely fixed, that beyond what is understood, there may still be movement, slow and subtle, continuing unnoticed above. And as the night settles and the story fades, this has been Twilight Dance, where the unknown is never too far away. Good night,